Project Episode 1. This is the Tekkit Classic world we're in right now. The world we've done most work on. Now, for those of you who've been watching the Robin Smith Minecraft project, this is a short and more tidy rebirth for the series. Now, those of you new will just quickly let you know exactly what's going on, really. So, the whole point of the Multicraft project is to try and do a more unique twist on the Minecraft videos that you find online and indeed on YouTube. So in this series we will be going through a range of different versions of Minecraft. This will be Tekkit Classic, Tekkit Lite, Vaults, Technic, Yogbox, Hack/Mine, Feed the Beast, Vanilla Minecraft itself, and even the Minecraft on 360. And should there be any more predominant versions or mod packs, we'll be trying to add those to the series. Now, these aren't a traditional Let's Players in that we're just going to be building in one world and it's just an ongoing series and there's an ultimate goal. There is a sort of ultimate goal, but hopefully there'll be one that's expanded on in time, that we'll come up with some other plan as we go along. But the plan and the whole point right now is that this world is the same world in every version of the game we play. So we always use exactly the same seed. The seed is Animus, Nodus, Enigma. We'll post that on the screen somewhere, probably in the bottom left corner or something. And it's exactly the same seed every time. So the point is to see exactly how much we can do in each version of the game available, exactly what we can make of this seed. Now, different versions and different mods will create slight variations, and in some cases on the 360 or on some of the packs in Feed the Beast or Yogbox or Hack/Mine, the gameplay and the world itself will be much more varied and much more expansive. This seed won't be the same as it is in Hack/Mine. It won't even look similar. Now, for Tekkit Classic, we've gone with this texture pack here, which is the BDcraft texture pack, but we've also got the alterations and additions that users have applied for the Tekkit series. Now, like I say, this is Tekkit Classic, not Tekkit Lite, which is slightly more up to date, but we've gone with this one first because I'm just generally more used to Tekkit Classic. Now, I should give you a quick tour of this location. Now, if you look at the top right corner, you can see the coordinates for the map. Now, the location where we do all our building will always be, whenever possible, exactly the same coordinates, no matter what version of the game is being played. Now, those of you who watched the last 4 or 5 videos in the Robin Smith Minecraft project, the initial version of this series will recognise this area, but last time I was here I may have pushed the self-destruct button and blown everything up, mainly because I realised that the space I was using wasn't that big. So while we're here, I may as well give you a quick tour of the rebuilt version of this original Tekkit Classic area. Now, obviously this house is pretty much the same design, but rebuilt to exponentially larger size. So the stairs are further back and the room is much wider in this main area. And these corridors are much wider and the rooms the other end are wider. We've used reinforced glass to protect against any explosions or monster attacks, just to kind of give us a bit more of a fighting chance here. We're going to be working on one room at a time instead of doing too much at a time. Upstairs, you'll notice Equivalent Exchange Tower is still here, but it's being redesigned as well, giving it more of a magic feel. We've got a few other things here, and obviously we'll cover the... Oh, no you don't. And that's why we have reinforced glass. Now we'll cover the basics of equivalent exchange and other parts of the mod pack later, or in another episode, but yeah, it's definitely one that we will be looking at properly. I'll just steal a couple of bits of I'll steal a couple of bits of wood, and use this to... I've got some wood anyway. Use this to build ourselves another door while we're here. Accidents happen, and often to me. There we go. Some basic Minecraft while we're there, just to show I know what I'm doing. So today I'll quickly give you a tour of the rest of the area, and then we can move on to our first topic, or the first part of the series. Now these are obviously a nice sorting system. It's not very in depth yet, but everything's coming from these quarries, this quarry series downstairs. They've all finished now, but they've given us a good starting point. But things aren't that organised at the moment. Each quarry is going to a different place, except for two which are going up to that chest up there. Now, the plan is to hopefully get a more organised system in place, and do it relatively soon, come to think of it. But let's have a little tour around the outside before it gets too dark. Now we've got this nice pathway and the fountain constructed over here, same as it was in the original version of this world. The portal's still there, although it looks much nicer in my opinion. The old hut is here, although real built, and with some reinforced glass. We've got a new tower here, which we shall reveal what that's for later. Another large building over here. This is going to be something specific as well. Each building is designed with certain ideas in mind. If you see a building that's all white, it's usually because we're basing that on technology, and if it's all black, like the tower, that's based on magic or equivalent exchange. Just to give an idea of what's going on. Yeah, the exceptions are things like this building here, which is the railway building, which will be based on doing all of our work on any rail systems. And we've got our coke oven in here, just producing some pure coke for us. Gardening area, and this is a rubber tree farm. A small hut for the rubber tree farm. And this is a pool we're going to use for energy creation, and these are the two power towers. Now there's a few solar panels on top of that one already, and nothing in either of them aside from that, but we're going to use those for power storage. This is another building that's under construction, we'll get to in another episode. And there's also going to be a series of houses the other side of that large building, simply for guests to this world to visit, because this is actually, unlike the last version of the world, totally online server. Now I'll put up our email in the description, but if you want to get onto the server, we'll see what we can do about that. It may prove difficult to start with, as this is proved to be a little tetchy when it comes to setting things up. But yes, I'll put an email on the beginning of the video or in our description, and you can feel free to email me or email the main Animus Nodus Enigma email, and we'll see what we can do about getting people on. Now for this first episode, we're going to be concentrating on red power, which is something I'm relatively new to. And as you can see, this is a red power room. Now, there's a few things we need to get started with on the red power. Most importantly is constructing a furnace, or more specifically an alloy furnace. So using this project table, we need to make a bunch of bricks. I'm not sure if we've got enough. Looks like we're going to need some more. Luckily we've got a few more bits of clay here. So we'll just get this stone out of the way. Need to keep hold of a couple bits of clay, because we're going to need that later. But yes, so we need to take 8 blocks of bricks and turn them into an alloy furnace. And the alloy furnace is the basis for most, if not all, of your basic beginning items when it comes to supplying yourself in red power. Just 2 more will do. Maybe a couple down. 2, 3, 4. And while that's happening, I'll quickly go upstairs and duplicate a few more bits of clay, because we're a little short for what we need. Whoa, that made me jump out my skin. Shouldn't be coming in my house. Ow, 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 ow. Thank God it's not a creeper is all I can say. Oof, there we go. I think I may have lost a bit of dignity there. And also some of my supplies. Let's pop that in there. I'll use lapis, piece of lapis. That should cover us for the clay we need. Actually, we've got enough wood in there to make a chunk of clay. Excellent. That'll do. So we're going to need to light up this area a bit more, which isn't a massive surprise, although we do need a spider eye for a later episode, so that's handy to have. Let's see. Let's make a few torches so I don't jump out my skin again. Become the laughing stock of the internet. To internets. Wait, let's pop some up here as well. I'll come up with a better lighting solution in the long run. That should cover us for the moment. Let's just come some downstairs. Oh, all over the place there. Oh, blimey. So, let's get back downstairs. Should have all of the bricks we need now. Excellent. Now, I'll make these into 2 more brick blocks. And these, in a square of 8, makes an alloy furnace. Now, alloy furnaces are important for making all of the basic components for red power. Now, most notable of all is the silicone that you need for different types of wafers. And the wafers are a massive component in most construction. So we'll pop in 16 of those and 16 sand. Alright, 25. I wasn't counting. So it takes 4 of each, I think, to induce the alloy furnace into merging the items or cooking them together. And the key to the alloy furnace is knowing not just what to mix, but exactly what quantities to mix them in. So the next thing we'll need is silver ingot, so we'll put a few of those in, 4 do, and some nickelite for some blue alloy ingots. And these are important for a multitude of recipes as well. Now while they're cooking, we're going to need to construct ourselves a saw. I'm going to use some diamonds for it just to ensure that we can actually saw things with it. Now this is handy because you can take things like a wooden plank block and it'll cut the item down the middle, and you can pop it there and it'll cut it to one side, or you can pop it at the bottom and it'll cut it a different way. And that's a good means to making different decorative blocks. Now we don't really need any decorative blocks today, but we will also require the saw for cutting up the silicon blue, and that will turn into some silicone wafers. And the wafers, along with these alloy ingots, are most basic red power construction item. So one of them is a red doped wafer, and the other one would be blue doped wafer. Red and blue are pretty much the most common type of power association here. So you've got the red doped wafers and you've got blue doped wafers, and you've got red alloys and blue alloys, and this is essentially the basis for 90% of what you're using in red power. Redstone is been the central idea, but the blue power extrapolates on that idea. Now red alloy ingot, can't say it properly now. Now the red alloy ingot is the same as a blue alloy ingot, except you use redstone, and using a red alloy ingot, or 3 of them in a line, here, here and here, will create red alloy wire, and that is useful for connecting redstone circuits, but both cleaner and better at controlling the power usage. So you can guide it up walls and use it in more creative ways and have better control over what you're doing with the redstone power. And for the blue equivalent, you put 3 in a line, but you also have to surround that with wool, which is essentially just insulating the cable. Now the blue wires are what we're going to focus on today, because we want to work on constructing our batteries and battery box. Now at the moment we have a couple of solar panels on the roof that are charging this up in direct sunlight, and we'll use this to power other items that we can use. Now for a solar panel, if we've got enough, we need 2 more of those blue doped wafers. Oh, how I love watching that arrow. Now we've got the blue dope wafers. Now if we surround a blue alloy ingot in blue dope wafers, we get a solar panel, which you can't knock. So connecting solar panels is relatively easy. I'll go through the wall for this. Hopefully there's nothing outside that will kill us. So the solar panels, as you can see here, just connect next to the cable or next to each other. I'll pop one here, and this is the blue alloy wire that will go down or wherever you want to connect it. So I can pop it on there pretty easy, but I can also pop it on a wall or ceiling to connect things in a more flexible way. Now they're going down and they're charging that battery box. So we can now start using that battery box power on other things. The simplest thing we can do is just charge these batteries up in it, which is pretty fast, and mainly that's used to transport battery power between different battery boxes. But also we can use these batteries to make the battery box to begin with, and that's as far as I remember, and we need some iron. So that's 4 of the batteries, wood, 1 blue alloy ingot, and no, that's not it. Maybe tin, or maybe I'm just remembering this wrong. So try tin. No, I'm definitely remembering this wrong. I think we may be having trouble with that battery there, because I've powered it up. So a good thing to do would be to craft a new battery. To do that we just need to put 3 of these either side, copper in the middle. I think it's copper in the middle. I think it might be tin in the middle and copper either side. We're getting there. We're getting there in the end. We're going to need another copper. Yep, definitely need 1 more copper. And we don't have one. Oh dear me. Okay, let's go upstairs and quickly grab another copper ore. I may as well have grabbed one from the other chests downstairs. Silly me. So we'll pop this copper ore. No, we don't want it in that furnace. We'll pop it in a normal furnace. There we go. So I'll pop that last one in. Bang, and we've got our battery. Let's try that again. Wood at the top. Iron ingots. There we go. We've got another battery box. Good to have a couple spares. Let's did I leave that in the chest? Yes, I did. I'll pop this here. Oh, it's taking power from the one next to it, so we're storing power already. Now we've constructed our power storage and we've got some solar panels at the top. So we should probably build something we can actually power with it. So the most simple item we can use would be a new type of furnace. Now this isn't the most powerful furnace you can get. But it's still pretty good little furnace. It makes good use of our red power. So we need clay blocks. Need some iron ingots, I think. And one blue alloy ingot. There we go. And we get a blue trick furnace. Now we're going to need to attach that. I don't want to show the cable, so I've got a little space underneath. And there's also already a cable here, so if I connect that like that, excellent. Now I can attach this furnace here, so it's got a bit of room. It looks nice. Don't want things too cluttered. And oh, there we are. We have our blue trick furnace. Now there is a couple of cool things we can build while we're here. So one of the key components you need is bronze. Now we've got some already, but I wouldn't be doing a very good job if I didn't tell you how to make some of your own. Our bronze is made using the same components as you would to make brass, should I say, is made using the same components as let me see, where are we? As bronze, but instead of making it in powder form by mixing the powders together after macerating, you pop both types of, here we go, both types of ingot together in an alloy furnace. Now there's no restriction on number, it should just be 1 to 1, but we should always double check before we do anything. So we can use our new furnace here, pop that in. Now this electric furnace or blue trick furnace will actually cook things at a much faster rate, so that's a plus. And if we pop these in together, looks like it might be a specific number, so I might need a few more. Might be 4 to 4, if I remember correctly. There we go, yes. So that should make us 4 brass ingots. One of the first things we could make is a cool little bonus item. It's 3 to 1 tin, that's it. So, normally we would use 1 stick and an iron ingot to craft ourselves a nice little screwdriver. The screwdrivers, we won't be using them today, but they are used to move around more advanced items in red power, prevent them being damaged, and they're also used to position things like specific redstone circuitry. Now this is a nice enough screwdriver, but we can build something slightly better if we grab ourselves, we'll pop all these things away, don't need them out at the moment. We grab ourselves an emerald and brass ingot, and I think wood, if I remember correctly. we can make ourselves something a little special. No, it's not that. We have to try and remember what it is we have to make this out of. There's one component missing. Oh, I remember now. Which means we're going to need to take this, and we just add the battery for power. I'm going to have to drain the battery power. Let's see. Oh, I know. Let's get rid of all that spare power. There we go. And we pop our battery on the end and we get a sonic screwdriver. Oh yeah. I am a dork. Sadly it doesn't look so much like a sonic screwdriver in this version of textures, but in the vanilla textures it does very much look like a sonic screwdriver. Little too much, if you ask me. I don't seem to be able to power it here. Might need a battery, ironically enough. But we have our sonic screwdriver. So next time I'll see about putting it to some good use. But I think that's enough red power for now. We should move on to alternative means of power collection. Or more dangerous means of power collection. And other things we could build and power with our power supply. But until next time, take care. Jump, 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 jump.